We back. Hit that like button. Get the cash app. Hit the PayPal. Yeah. How do you guys hit something? Like button, cash app, PayPal. Hit something. I was trying to give. I was trying to give Big Bank and I'm some time to run their views up, but it's saying like other motherfuckers, they went live as soon as the fucking video came out. So and we gotta go through and watch this interview, man. Young Thug, Big Bank, address all slander, all allegations. Remember, I told you I don't even respect what's going on with Jeffrey right now, for real. I think that shit is goofy. I ain't talking about him in the interrogation room. I'm just talking about the release of all these jailhouse audios. Lord Memphis, what it do? I think that shit flawed. Goofy. Now, if you already watched it, we going back. You ain't watched for Keepy G News, man. So we gonna go back to the beginning. See what's really going on. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Young Thug breaks silence. There's 75,000 people watching that motherfucker. God damn. 75,000 people watching this bitch. That bitch this motherfucker crossed a million. This might be the first time Big Bank ever crossed over a million. The what? It's a whole different channel. Yeah, you know you got
for you to think that I'm saying if y'all want to know anything else, get my number. I didn't tell them nothing for me to eat.
I said that too. I said he ain't. All right, we going back. He definitely didn't tell them what they wanted.
Welcome to Perspective with Bank. Today is a very, very special day. I got a very, very special guest. Most talked about person in the world right now. Yeah. What's up with the king? Living life, bro. How you feeling? I'm planning. Planning. That's what it's about. Where your mental at, though? Mentally,
Young Thug didn't lie about anything he said though, man. Future don't take care of his kids, or if he not take care of them, then they don't spend no time with his kids, right? we ain't seen no videos of Future walk with none of them. Future got about 10 kids, man. We ain't seen no video of Future walk with none of them motherfuckers. I don't want to hear all this. I want to hear about the other shit.
He stopped uncle from gambling, and then he kind of slapped.
I don't care about his wife's story, y'all.
That shit just made me a whole different person. That one situation. I was never like 9 years old. I was a kid. So from that point on, like looking back on like what changed? Like what changed in you? Me.
I think all them niggas are tell too.
From that day, what changed in me was the way I viewed like niggas that wasn't from where I'm from. Cause that's what it boiled down to. Like a John vs. South nigga got killed by it. Just shaped me a certain way, bro. Just you know what I'm saying. So when you look at yourself, like when you reflect and just look at yourself, how you see yourself right now as a person. Like if you had to judge you, how you see yourself.
Flaw is a
the crazy part is, bro, I thought I was whole.
Flaw is a motherfucker. That's how he need to view himself. I'm a flaw ass nigga, Bank. That's what he should have told her. Yo, he should have told Bank. Man, I'm flawed as a motherfucker, man. Straight up and down, man. I was dead wrong for talking to them people like they was my motherfucking friend. And yo, I agreed with Woody today, y'all. And I'm gonna get to it after the video. This is the first time. What's the day? September 6th, it'll probably be the first and only time I ever agree with Woody. And I'm gonna tell you what he said later on.
I thought I was wholesome. I thought I was like the perfect man into this situation. This situation at hand right now made me realize, like, damn, bro, I'm actually fucked up.
No, you flawed.
Like, I was just so, God just created me to be so happy to the point where I know how to, like, get beyond problems. I just always.
The street gang. Young Thug was YSL the rapper. You know what I mean? And he just hung with YSL the street guys. But he wasn't involved in their day to day. He wasn't sending them boys no money. That's why they was committing them dumbass crimes that they was committing.
Life on the phone with nobody else. I've never been that type of nigga. I've been these last few days. I've been sitting around like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what I was doing?
See, the thing is, I ain't he ready to play victim. We ain't really gonna do the victim game. The thing is, in the joint, you don't really got nothing else to talk about. Like, you don't wanna you don't wanna sit around and talk about what's going on in jail all day. So more than likely, you're gonna talk about what's going on the streets. And he's an industry guy, so he's gonna talk about what's going on in the industry. I didn't really view that, on second thought. I didn't really view that like under the microscope that most people is. Because I've been in prison before. You understand? And when you're in prison, you don't want, the prison traps mind, yo. You don't want to get your mind entrapped in prison. So more than likely, you're going to talk about things that's going on the streets. Because that's what you did. Because that's where you want to be. You understand? You want to keep your mind there. You don't want your mind there. You understand? Because prison, jail is mental. It's way more mental than it is physical. You understand? So in order to keep your mental straight, you're going to talk about what's going on, who doing this, who doing what. Like, that's just what you're going to talk about. And that's what he did. And he didn't say anything wrong. See, I'm the type of person, if anything I say behind your back, I'm going to say in front of you. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. If I have a conversation and I talk about somebody, you best believe I done said that shit to them first. You feel me? We ain't just having no conversation with. I'm speaking on this person, and this person don't know how I feel about it. You ain't watching Keep It G News, man. Trust and believe, no matter how many people streaming it, it's way different over here. I promise you. Because we going to break this shit down, and we ain't going for fuckery. I mean, once fuckery gets brought up, we and we discuss it.
Because I did a long time in jail, so I know right back to when I was in jail right now.
Yeah, I think he'd tell too.
Hell yeah. That's another thing I don't even want to do. That's why I don't even respect the phone call shit coming out, because all it do is make me think about when I was in jail going through fighting for my life. All it do is make my girl think about. I don't really got no problem
with him talking, I'm more pissed off at the people releasing it. Like, don't get so succumb into his jail calls being released. I got way more words, I guess, for the people that's releasing it. That shit flawed as a motherfucker, man. That's flawed. Who does that? Like, y'all really got his jail phone calls and released them to the world? Like, that's bitch ass shit to me. I don't give a fuck what the Jeffrey said on them calls, man. To be honest, because like I said, I haven't peeped a lie. He ain't lie about Dirt. He ain't lie about Future. He ain't lie about Drake. He ain't lie about motherfucking Glorilla. Glorilla was ugly as a motherfucker when she came out. Now, I think he should apologize, because you ain't really, he ain't really supposed to be involved in that. But he didn't lie about anything. He ain't lie about Gunna. He ain't lie about shit. What else he said? I don't think he lied, man. She a little better looking now. Money changed things. She probably is still ugly without makeup, but he didn't lie. He didn't lie. But the guys that's releasing it, they flaw as a motherfucker. These niggas is rats. Whack 100 is a rat. CSI Suddy Nash is a rat. I don't respect it. I think this is top-notch culture vulturism.
Verse 2.
No,
What's
yo,
making
come
to
on,
me
yo.
making it?
Hold up, yo, fuck up. Yo, the case was garbage. Everybody was telling, but everybody gave multiple statements. All these niggas was under indictment. Every time they told they had a criminal case pending. Yo, none of them guys credible. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's always God, yo, when you make yourself out of a situation, yo. But Jeffrey didn't beat the Rico. Like I think people yo, he didn't beat the Rico, y'all. Fannie Willis did exactly what she set out to fucking do. She got every single one of them except for one. Who the one? What's the one that fought it? The rat, Yak Gotti. And he the only one that beat it. Yak Gotti or DK, one of them niggas. Like yo, Fannie Willis succeeded in what she was trying to do. She got 25 convictions. That's a fucking win. In any prosecutor's book, that is a win. You got 25 convictions. She probably got 200 years of probation out them boys, man. Easy. She got 200 years of probation out the whole wide cell. So she got them boys walking on a tightrope. Probably for the next 15, anywhere from 10 to fucking 20 years, man. She won. He didn't beat nothing. He didn't beat goddamn thing. I think he took a horrible deal. If I was Jeffrey, I'd have fought that bitch to the end. Like, it don't make sense for you. It didn't make sense for him to be in there for damn near 3 years. Fight the case for 7 months. How long that trial went for? 5 months, at least 3, 4, however many months the case went for. See the evidence, know the case is weak, and then cop out last minute. I think that was stupid as a motherfucker. I'd have never done that. He should have. He might as well took the deal when Gunna took it. To be honest, he could have saved himself a hassle.
Like,
yo, what you should have said was, yo, I holler at you about that shit. You know what I mean? I can't talk to you about that right now. But but if you know you told excuse me, if you know you told you to take a plea, you shouldn't have told 21 Savage that you didn't tell. That was flawed in itself. You should have hit that nigga on a bike. You know what I mean? Hit that, if you don't know what a bike is, that's a illegal phone in jail. You should have called that boy on the bike and had that conversation with him. That way you'd had the narrative right. But don't put out a head, bro. Like that was fucked up. I still think your brother a rat. To be honest, you can't convince me he ain't no rat. I seen the deal he signed. He signed the same deal as fucking Gunna. He said, "Why I was a gang too."
When the case over, saying that. So when the case over, hey, let me clear this up.
Damn.
Just Savage, no. I told Pluto, no. Like I told a few niggas who asked me, like, "Hey, bro, you?" I'm like, hell, no, I ain't telling them to do that. So obviously, niggas that I fuck with in the streets, in the world, they looking at it like, all right, your brother did what wrong. You ain't tell your brother to do that. Mm-hmm. So I gotta clean that up. Cause I really did tell him after the case. Yeah. After the case. Hey, hell, no, I overly told him to take the charge.
but because like, damn, they took the same plea, so how the hell you gonna just single
He
gun
did
out?
take the same
You know what I'm
plea.
saying?
You know why? But you was done talking?
Go ahead.
The reason why I differentiate his plea from their plea is that's like you telling your son to do something versus you not telling your son nothing and he do something.
No, I don't know, bro. That must be some Atlanta shit, nigga. Wrong is wrong and right is right. I don't give a fuck if I told him to do it or not. I mean, I wouldn't even have told him to do it. He took the same plea. You can't do that just because he ran it across you. He took the same plea, y'all. He would have had to testify too. And he in jail right now. He already violated. So you gave him bad information. To be honest, because the nigga got 9 years for that shit. He already violated the motherfucker. On from court 9. That nigga was home for like 3 months, maybe 2 weeks. Went straight back to Cleveland Ave. Looked like he was doing some shit he had no business do. Locked him up, violated him. You gave your brother bad advice, my nigga. you gave your brother bad advice, man. I'd have never told him to take that motherfucking plea knowing that case. That case was weak, yo. Everybody knew that case. They had Woody was the star witness, man. I'm not copping out to no case where Lil Woody is the star motherfucking witness. Fuck no. We gonna fight this shit. This nigga's on the stand? You mean to tell me my life is in this nigga hand? He's the star witness. Dumb as he is. As stupid as he is. As flawed as he is. Y'all gonna make him the star witness in the case? Man, pick 12. Straight up and down. Pick 12. I'll see you in court. I am not copping out the no shit that he's the star witness on. All them boys should have stayed silent. Should none of them took the plea. Didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing, yo. Like, what did they'll just, especially on him, had no motherfucking case. Them niggas probably would have got the same time anyway. Without taking the motherfucking plea deal. He said Gunna was, yeah, Gunna's ready to tell us they locked him up. I mean, we already know that. But it still don't change the facts, yo. Like, he took the same plea. Like, you can't differentiate anything. You took the same plea, man. Said why I said it was a game. They could have made him testify as well. They could have put you up on that stand and made him face his brother and made him take that fucking stand. Because it wasn't in their pleas. In the pleas that they took, there was no provision that say that you won't be called to testify. That shit was totally up to the state. Now the state can choose to bring you up as a witness or they can choose not to. But their plea didn't make that they didn't make that a guarantee. There is no way after signing this plea deal that we're gonna put you on the stand. They didn't make that. I'd have never signed that shit.
I told my brother to take the plea. We had a week and a half conversation. Talking a week and a half. Every day in court. My first time seeing the nigga since we've been in jail.
Involved in that, yo. That is one of the worst. Yo, one of the worst mistakes you can make in a joint is falling victim to your mother being emotional. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't fall for that. You can't do that, yo. I'm telling you, your mother. A lot of these guys been telling because of their mother. Like, yo, Mom Duke, she ain't got nothing to do with this. I love you to death. I want to come home too, man. Straight up and down. But I can't. I mean, I can't sacrifice myself or sacrifice the next person. We got to play this shit out. We in this together, right? You my brother, right? We in this together. I ain't telling you take no motherfucking plea deal if it's gonna hinder me. No, hell no. We gonna be in this bitch and we gonna fight that motherfucker, bro. We knew what the fuck this was when we signed on to it. We knew how we was moving out here. You been in prison before, you know the game. Nah, he couldn't have told me take no plea. If I was phone and Jeffrey told me take the plea, I'd have said, nah, bro. Nope. I ain't taking it. You know what I mean? If they ain't offering you no plea, I told y'all how I did with my fucking blood cousin. I can call this nigga. You know what I mean? If the plea deal wasn't on the line for him, I wasn't taking that bitch. And I had another co-defendant willing to testify, and we'd have fought that bitch in trial just because that's the type of person I am. You understand? Like, these are facts. This is not nothing made up. This ain't none of that. You feel me? I just was on the phone with him. I can call her now. You feel me? If the deal wasn't on the table for my co-defendant, yo, pick 12. Pick 12. And we was facing life in prison. Pick 12, man. I'm not doing that. It's either we both taking it or we both fighting it. Ain't no in between. Straight up and down. I don't know what the fuck. That must be some Atlanta shit. Because in my city, yo, we don't operate like that.
Come on, bro.
That could get Birdman in trouble. Like I told y'all, he did way more damage than Birdman. He could have. Because he ain't do no damage. But he could have done way more damage than Bird. He probably got Birdman investigated. That interview probably got Birdman investigated. But I told y'all, Birdman or Young Thug didn't have anything to do with what Huey Roscoe did. Yo, that would have been the stupidest thing in the world. For that to drop a bag on Wayne, that would have been fucking stupid. I don't think Birdman is that dumb to participate in anything like that. You feel me? I think Birdman is street smart enough to know that, yo, if we kill Lil Wayne, we ain't getting away with that shit. You know what I mean? If we drop a bag on Wayne, we is going to prison for the rest of our motherfucking life. And this is almost at the height of his career. You know what I mean? This is 2015. Wayne was still Wayne at that point. This before he got goofy and started riding, doing the goofy shit he did.
Can a nigga take that as you giving them You pushing it off on Bird like that's a motive. I check that motive.
No, because the work at that point it was already on fire. You gotta understand, Wayne had already said they fuck nigga over my money. This shit was on the internet. He already.
Now that is also true, but still, bro, even with, and I said that, it was already out. I mean, the whole world knew why Wayne was beefing with Birdman. The whole world knew. The police probably knew too. But it ain't your job to go on that bitch and repeat it. Jeffrey, you're not taking accountability, bro. What he need to say is y'all was dead wrong for that. I was dead wrong, yo, but I ain't get nobody arrested. You know, nobody went to jail off of what I said. I didn't get them people what they wanted. But y'all was dead wrong for going in that bitch and doing all that motherfucking talking. Yo, Terrence told on more than just dead people, bro. Yo, that is not true. Terrence told on correctional officers, and he testified on Hot Bezo. More than just dead people. You think you gonna tell on dead people and give away and give back a life plus sentence? Terrence was telling the whole time he was arrested. He probably got inmates locked up. That boy, yo, Terrence is the biggest rat we got. He like Sammy the Bull. Terrence Gangster Williams is equivalent to, he's the black Sammy the Bull.
Said fuck look.
I think
flawed, explaining is.
I've been said he was flawed. I said he was flawed before the interrogation video came out, yo, because that's the worst thing you can do, yo. Yo, the worst thing you can do, yo, is use the streets. So you're gonna lose. That's a losing game. If you got 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot out, or you don't really fuck with these niggas and you just using them niggas for their image or their muscle, yo, you gonna lose that game, yo. Because eventually one of them gonna get jealous. I told y'all, yo, them niggas would have killed Thug, yo. The Rico saved them, to be honest. If this Rico didn't happen, yo, one of them boys would end up killing yo, man. Guaranteed. Lil Woody testified that he was gonna kill him. If y'all remember, I did a video before he testified and said that. Before Woody got on the stand and said that he was gonna kill Young Thug, I did a video telling y'all like, yo, this is a dangerous situation. This Rico probably saved him because the way he was using them boys, one of them boys eventually, over time, would have got jealous and they'd have murdered yo, man, for playing. Because, you know, when you're young, you tend to overlook things. But as you get older, you start realizing what's really going on. And what was really going on is that Jeffrey was using them boys, man. He didn't fuck with them. You know what I mean? He used them. He take them on the road with him, show them the lifestyle, and send them boys back to Atlanta broke. Yo, you can't do that to people, bro. That's going to create jealousy. That's going to create envy. And we know jealousy and envy ends in murder. That's just how that shit goes. Eventually.
Bring heartbreak.
What's wrong, bro? You keep talking about he fell big back ain't y'all. I don't know, y'all. Yo, these niggas not street like that. Like, I don't think these niggas could survive in my city. Yo, based off of how they talk about situations and how they rationalize situations, yo, some of these, yo, you can't survive in some of these more faster cities, man. Like, yo, it wasn't that he put the narrative out, yo, Gunna did bad, Gunna unloyal. That man, yo, if anybody was supposed to rock that shit out, it was Gunna. Gunna ain't have nothing to do with the case. Yeah, man, Gunna was his artist. He ain't make nobody else a millionaire. Gunna was the only millionaire that was made by Jeffrey Williams that was in that case. Yo, you supposed to rock that shit out with that man, bro. If it was just you and Thug left, that's how that shit's supposed to have been. That's how it was supposed to have been. Based off your relationship. If everybody else took a plea deal and Gunna and Thug was the focus, Gunna supposed to write that bitch too, man. Look, we fighting this bitch, Thug. Straight up and down. We gonna rock out till the wheels fall off. And when the wheels fall off, we gonna push this bitch. Niggas ain't loyal like that, man. Niggas ain't loyal. Everybody try and find an out. You know, everybody wants to find an out in situations like this. And Gunna took the first opportunity to get out. It ain't that he told everybody he wasn't right. Gunna did bad, man. Did bad. It ain't really no coming back. You can't trust him no more. How can you trust him again? Yo, once the trust is gone, relationship over. You understand what I'm saying? And that's like that with anything. You know, even you find out your girl cheating, yo, once even if you take her back, yo, you'll never look at her the same, yo, because she crossed you. You know what I mean?
Gunna, when he first got out of jail, I was trying to be with
Or if your boyfriend cheat, the
you.
same
Like, man,
shit.
I ain't worried about none of these niggas saying. I know my brother.
Vibe. So you knew all about this shit previously. You knew about the Crime Stoppers, and you still working with you. Then yo, you can't be mad at him now, yo. I didn't know this. You gotta take accountability for that, yo. Ain't no way he can be mad at Gunna when you knew Gunna had rat in him. You know what I mean? You knew he had rat in him, bro. You can't be mad at that nigga now. Them he might as well call Gunna and they might as well patch things up. He needs to apologize to Gunna. Now on the second thought, he needs to apologize to Gunna because he knew Gunna did bad. You knew the man wasn't solid. So why the fuck? You understand? Then one of the worst things you can do, yo, is expect things, man. Yo, people always gonna let you down. Gunna already let you down. He was already you brought him in knowing that he wasn't right. Yeah, no, he didn't get the same deal. He didn't get the same deal. Yo. It wasn't no way he supposed to brought Gunna in knowing what the fuck was going on. Right, exactly. Gunna was only being him. Gunna was only being him, yo. So you can't be mad at Gunna. He probably really deflecting. You know, he probably really more upset at himself. You got to be mad about that. That's like me hanging with a rat. I know he a rat. We get locked up, he tell on me. I can't be mad at y'all. I fucking be mad at I knew you ain't right. All I can do is be mad at my motherfucking self, yo. I should have known better. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have never linked myself up with this dude. I knew he wasn't right. I can't be mad at y'all. Ain't no way. He need to pass things up with Gunna. He can't be mad at Gunna. You knew the boy went bad.
Other people, all this shit, I knew all this shit later on, but I knew this shit. And I just found a way to love you. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. And I just love you because I just honor true word. And I feel like
Truth is wrong
whatever,
too.
I don't know what Truth told you, but I know he told. And I feel like you just didn't honor the word. You ain't even honor brotherhood. We ain't my brotherhood. We from the street, bro. You know how hard it is for us to become successful men, make millions of dollars. If a nigga take me from where I'm at, sleeping on my mama's motherfucking couch, to making millions of dollars, I'm dying before I go against him.
Yo, but you can't put that on Gunna though, bro. Like you can put that on Woody if you did that with Woody, or did that with one of them other guys. You can't put that on Gunna because he wasn't right. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, these niggas not street like that, yo. Like, yo, these niggas couldn't survive, yo, in some of these other cities, yo, because that mentality alone is senseless. Yo, how you gonna? That's like that's like you hang with a civilian. You get caught. The civilian get caught up in your bullshit. Then you can't expect that man to keep it silent. Now, it'd be nice if he do, but this man ain't never been in trouble. He ain't got no record. He ain't got no charges. Never been arrested. You can't expect yo to get in that bitch and hold it down and then be mad when he don't. You shouldn't have even involved this. Like, similar to 6ix9ine. And I don't say 6ix9ine is civilian. You feel me? Because 6ix9ine was playing gangster. But it's similar to 6ix9ine in the Treyway situation. Yo, they were never allowed. I mean, was supposed to allow 6ix9ine to get that close. Ever. He was never supposed to get that close. Like if they was using 6ix9ine for financial gain and 6ix9ine was using them for his image, yo, that relationship wasn't supposed to exceed or expand beyond that. It's just supposed to be what it was. Whatever street shit we doing, we gotta make sure he over there. You feel me? Even if we doing it for him, he can't know. We got to make sure he is all the way over there. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Because if it all fall down, we know he telling. We know he telling. Just like Gunna. When it all fall down, Jeffrey, you should have known Gunna was going to tell because he told before he was on Crime Stoppers. He was on Crime Stoppers. You knew he was flawed. You knew this wasn't his lifestyle. So you can't expect him to uphold no. Why is my computer not charging, y'all? You can't expect him to hold it down. Now it'd have been nice, but you can't be mad when he don't. You know what I mean? I ain't even call no street code. I'm just going a code of honor. The man ain't got no honor. He showed you that before. So you can't expect him to hold to be an honorable man when he already showed you that he wasn't. He already showed you he'd throw a motherfucker under the bus. He already showed you he'd tell on the nigga. Regardless, what you thought, money was going to change that? Man, fuck no, money don't change morals, man. You feel me? Me putting on Gunna and making him a millionaire and elevating his stock, that somehow now he's going to be honorable and rock it out with me? No, Jeffrey, you wrong for that. You wrong for that. He got to take accountability for that.
No matter what, I'm gonna die before I go against him. No matter what.
I don't think he feel. Now, you know, like I said, I ain't here to goddamn.